Hello everyone, this is Shrikant Rathod here, EmSAT math instructor. I came up with a concept that is I'm gonna create a series of videos on EmSAT Achieve math test, which is a section of geometry. So the syllabus provided by the ministry is in a point form. I have divided into it as a chapters. So here you can see that divided into 4 chapters, that is plane geometry, solid geometry, conics, and transformations. In this series, I'm going to solve a very commonly asked questions based on these chapters. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so that whenever I upload a video, you will be notified. Also, share to your friends and family, whoever are in need of it, so they can also take benefit of. So let's start with the chapter 1 today, that is plane geometry. Before starting that, let me clarify most general formulas needed for geometry will be given to you. So here you can see that this as it is sheet will be available to you to refer in the exam. Here will be given for the perimeter and the circumference of a plane geometry shapes, that is perimeter of a square, quadrilateral, triangle, trapezoid, circumference of a circle. These all formulas will be given to you. In fact, what sheets I'm sharing to you as it is available for you to refer in the exam. So you'll be also having a formulas related with the area of all the plane shapes. You can see here area of a square, area of a rectangle, area of a circle, area of a triangle, area of a parallelogram, area of a trapezoid, area of a rhombus, and also area of a ellipse and area of a cube. So that is, we talk about surface area of a cube. So these all will be given to us. Any question comes in related to this, you can straightforward refer to the formulas, apply it and get it done. So it is important to know which formula to use for what shape. For that reason, you need to have an idea of the concepts behind it. Let's start with the question number 1 here. Use the parallelogram below and given conditions to answer the questions that follows. So what all they have given to us? Length of AE is equals to 16. Length of B to E, it's going to be x square minus 48. And DE is equals to 2x. Question asking us what is the length of BE. Here they are asking us what will be the length of BE. They are asking you about this. And this has been given to you as x square minus 48, and other A to E is going to be 16 and E to D it's going to be 2x. Now to answer to this question, you need to know one rule that AC and BD are representing the diagonals of the parallelograms. And we know that the diagonal drawn inside the parallelogram, they bisect each other. Bisect each other, basically the length of B to E is equal to length of E to D. This line segment should be like equal. So likewise, length of A to E is also equal to length of E to C. So if this is 16, this also has to be 16. Anyways, what I have to use it to find the length of BE, let's make use of this, equate BE with DE. Now it turns into an expression. Now BE is gonna be x square minus 48 equal to 2x. Bring this 2x to the other side, then it turns into x square minus 48 minus 2x equal to 0. You can rewrite it into the form of a quadratic. It's a quadratic form. So it's going to be x square minus 2x minus 48 equal to 0, which is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Take a help of calculator. You can use it as mode 5, 3 and put their coefficient and solve it accordingly. So let's take the help of calculator here. Mode, I go to the type of expression is it's quadratic. Put their coefficients. Number with x square is 1, then negative 2, then negative 48. After that, you'll be getting the two values of x. One is going to be negative 6, another one is going to be 8. So x1 I got it as negative 6, x2 I got it as 8. So x1, x2 is basically the values of x. So 1 and 2. So rather than saying x1, x2, you can just say it as x1 or x2 and so on. Now what we're gonna do with this number, because question asked you to find BE, x square minus 48. So in that case, first time substitute the value of x as -6 and check it out what length you get. So BE, because there are two values of x, I have to check it for both. It's gonna be -6 square minus 48. So when you put it in the calculator and check what answer you get for it. So -60, -6 square, -6 square minus 48, result you are getting it as, which is -12. -12, and when you substitute x as 8, what are you gonna get? So BE in that case, when you substitute x as 8, gonna be 8 square minus 48. So when you put it as 8 square minus 48, we are getting it as positive 16. Now which one should I choose? You can think of it. Length never be negative, area never be negative, distance never be negative. So in that case, I discard this part. The answer is gonna be 16. So answer to this question, I should go with 16. So this is the right choice. Question number 2 says, a semicircle is cut out of a rectangular paper board 22 centimeter long and 15 centimeter wide. Use the value of 3.14 for pi and round your answer to nearest hundreds. Now they say, what is the perimeter of a paper board that remains after the semicircle is removed? They are asking you about the perimeter of it. Now to find the perimeter of it, perimeter is basically add up all the sides. And in the rectangles, opposite sides are equal in measure. So if this is 22, this side also has to be 22. If this is 15, the dotted line has to be 15. But this much portion has been cut and it has been made it into the form of a semicircle. So here you need to find half of a circumference of a circle to find the perimeter. So this portion you have to find because it is representing as a circumference of a circle and which is a circumference of a half circle. Now what is the circumference of a circle formula? If you refer to the formula, circumference of a circle, it's going to be 2 pi r. But we should get it as half of its value. So we should get it as half of its value, that is C is equals to 2 pi r by 2. Why I'm saying so? Because I'm talking about the circumference of a half circle. Now in this is what is the radius? If entire length is going to be 15, radius is basically from the center to this line. So if we divide this 15 by 2, then the radius is going to be 7.5. This side 7.5, this side 7.5. So I take a value of r as 7.5. Now substitute here. C is equals to, like, simplify 2 and 2 here. So for the pi, they said use 3.14 times 7.5. So put it in the calculator and check it up what you get that part. 3.14 times 7.5, you'll be getting 23.55. So the circumference of that half of the semicircle, it's going to be 23.55. Now that one should be added with 22 plus 15 plus 22. So now perimeter after cutting out that portion is P is equals to 22 plus 15 plus 22 plus 23.55. So add up all these values, you'll be getting the perimeter of the shape left out. So here it's gonna be answer, that's 23.55 plus 22 plus 15 plus 22. So I'm getting oh sorry, it's not 222. I'm getting, here is also again 222, sorry. It's going to be 82.55. So I'm getting the perimeter here it as 82.55. Question says round your answer to nearest hundreds. So it's already rounded to the nearest hundred. So you can say 82.55 will be the answer. Question number 3 is, a rectangular garden with the length 3 times its width is to be expanded so that the both sides are increased by 5 yards. So here this is like a rectangular garden before x yards by 3x yards. So x is the width and 3x is going to be the length. Now if this has been increased by 5 yards both the side, it means to say now the total length of the rectangular garden, total width of the rectangular garden is going to be x plus 5. And what will be the total length of the rectangular garden now? It's gonna be 3x plus 5. Now question is, what is the area of a new garden? Now what is the area of a rectangle? So if you go with area of a rectangle is length times the width. You need to multiply length times the width. So this is gonna be the length if I say, and this is gonna be the width. So area is equal to length times width. Length is gonna be 3x plus 5 multiply with the width as x plus 5. It's a simple algebra now. Distribute 3 times x is gonna be 3x square plus 3 times 5 is gonna be 15x plus 5 times x is gonna be 5x plus 5 times 5 is gonna be 25. So simplify it further. What else you get? Combining the like terms, you will be getting it as 3x squared. 15x plus 5x is going to be plus 20x plus 25. So that is what you get, 3x squared plus 20x plus 25. This will be the answer. Let's go with option C. Question number 4 here is, what is the area of a regular hexagon below with a midpoint height is 10.39 and a base of 12? So they're asking you about the area of a regular hexagon whose base is going to be 12, means the length of this side it's going to be 12, and the midpoint from there to here it's going to be 10.39. So when I'm using the word regular, meaning the length of all the sides are gonna be same, so 12, each length of the side has to be 12. Now what is the formula to find the area of a regular hexagon? Area of a regular hexagon is it written as, like, half times p times a. So half times p times a. Now p is what here? P is representing a perimeter, and let me write it as this as the a small a. Okay, so we will not get confused then. Now small a is representing apothem. Now what is the apothem? Apothem is the line drawn from the half of the side to the center. In this case, apothem is gonna be a, and whose value is gonna be 10.39, and we can find the perimeter by adding up all the sides. So as you can say that regular hexagon has the 6 sides, then the perimeter it's gonna be 6 times 12, rather than adding 12 plus 12 plus 12 6 times. I'm doing it as 6 times 12 is equals to 72, and apothem is known to me. Substitute that. So in the case, area is equals to half times 72 times 10.39. So what we gonna get it now? Substitute in the calculator. Half is basically 0.5 times 72 times 10.39. I get it as 374.04. So it's gonna be 374.04 square units. So this is the answer to get the area of a regular hexagon. Now which option has been included here? Not option A, option B is correct. So you can see here 374.04 is an area of a regular hexagon. Question number 5 says, two chords intersect inside a circle. The lengths of the two parts of the one chord are 9 and 16. The lengths of the second part of the chord are 6 and x. What is the value of x? So what is the chord, by the way? Chord is the line drawn inside the circle which is cutting it into the two points. Okay, so line joining on the, 2 points joined on the circle, by drawing a line inside it, we call it as a chord. Now how do we find the length of it? Suppose if I say GH is a chord, and if I say one length is gonna be 6, for example, another length is gonna be 16, and also AD is a chord. If I take this as, let's take 6, and this as x. Question asking us what is the length of the x. Now to answer to this, you should need to know a chord theorem. What does the chord theorem says? The length of the side, let me say these lines are intersecting at the point called O. Okay, generally I'm saying it as the length of the side HO must times the OG should be equal to AO times OD. The length of the sides, this is the formula for the chord to find the area or the length oh sorry, not an area, to find the missing segment of it. So I can say here, according to the rule, A to O times O to D is equals to H to O times O to G. Now in this you can substitute O to D is representing X, A to O is gonna be 6 and O to D is gonna be X. 6X equals to H to O. Here I have taken it as 16 times O to G. It's gonna be what? Sorry, it's not 6, it's 9. Okay. Yeah, it's 9 and 16 by the way. So this is gonna be 9. Now we are asked to solve for X. So divide by 6, divide by 6 here. X is equals to 16 times 9 divided by 6. So let's take 3 times 2 is gonna be 6, 3 times 3 is gonna be 9, and 2 times 1, 2 times 8 is gonna be 16. So 8 times 3, it's gonna be 24. The value of X what we're gonna get here is 24. And here you can see it in the option that corresponds to option C. So which is 24. Question number 6 is very simple and straightforward. It's basically line and angle relation. What it says, in the figure above, 3 lines intersects in a single point. What is the value of A plus B? Question asking us what is the value of A plus B. If I am saying this is a straight line, you must know that angle made with the straight line should be 180 degree. So this angle A plus 34 plus B should be add up to 180 degrees. So you can say A plus 34 plus B is equals to 180 degree. So A plus B can be written as 180 minus 34. So you can take this 34 to the other side. So what you're gonna get? So the value of A plus B is equals to 180 minus 34. It's gonna be 146. So we'll be getting it as 146. So go with option D. Question number 7 is, a corner is cut from a rectangle sheet of paper to produce a pentagon shown in a figure. What is the perimeter of the pentagon? So this is a pentagon is basically the shape with the 5 sides. They are asking you what will be the perimeter of this. So perimeter, we know that add up all the sides of a shape, but I don't know what is the length of this side is. So I need to find it out. So what would be the length of this side? Because this is the corner which has been cut from a rectangular sheet. So you can see that what is the portion of that one has been cut. You need to find it up. So if you include the cut portion as well, this was the actual size of a rectangular sheet. So the total length here is going to be 20, and we know that in the rectangle opposite sides are equal and parallel. If this total length is 20, this side also has to be 20. So up to here it is 8, it means this has to be 12. So 8 plus 12 together gives you 20. Likewise, opposite side should be equal and parallel. This is going to be 13. So here it is 8. Now what should be the length here? So 8 plus 5 gives you 13. So this is going to be 5. So it creates a right angle triangle now, because in a rectangular sheet or the rectangle, each angles are 90 degrees. So now it is creating a right angle triangle now. The shape which has been removed from it, it is a right angle triangle. So I need to find the side opposite to 90 degree, which is hypotenuse. If I see say it is the side C, by using the Pythagorean theorem in a right angle triangle, I hope you guys remember this, which will not be given to you. If I say this is side A, B and C, according to the Pythagorean, square of the longest side is equals to sum of the squares of the other two sides. So in this case, if you would like to find for C, C is equals to square root of A square plus B square. So if I assign this as A, I'm just naming it as whichever can be A and whichever another can be B. So here I'm just referring it. So it's gonna be square root of 5 square plus 12 square. If you use it, C is equals to 13. If you put it in the calculator, you get a value of C, here it has 13. Now add the perimeters, and we know perimeter is simply add up all the sides. Let me start with here. That is gonna be 13 plus 8 plus 13 plus 8 plus 20. These are the 5 sides of a pentagon. So add them all together. It's gonna be 13 plus 8 plus again 13 plus 8 plus 20. I'm getting that as 62. So perimeter here is going to be 62 units. So we go with option D. 62 is the right answer here. Let's work on question number 8. In the figure, triangle ABC and DEC are similar and W is equals to 5. So this is going to be 5. They say, what is the value of X divided by Y? So where is X? Here. And where is the Y? Here. Now you can see that they clearly mention the triangles are similar. When the triangles are similar, their corresponding sides should have a same ratio. So what are the values known to me now? So like BA is known to me, the corresponding side of BA is same as a DE. Why we are saying that? Because they clearly mention it is a similar triangle. So these are the corresponding side which are representing. So the ratio of like one side divided by another side should give you a constant. And in this case, I can say the ratio of X divided by Y is also equal to 2 divided by 5. This is what the similarity. If you haven't studied it before, please learn about this. There is a ratio of side, ratio of area, ratio of perimeter relation. You can learn about it. So X divided by Y is equals to the ratio of that is 2 divided by 5. Don't take it as 5 by 2 because if you have taken the side of a smaller triangle, all the sides should be in the numerator for the smaller triangles. So you can't interchange the whichever the way you want. So here I go with option C here, which is 2 by 5. Let's talk about question number 9. It says the circle above with the center O has a circumference of 36. What is the length of minor arc AC? The question asking you what is the length of this arc AC? So this is a formula based question. So what is the formula for the arc length? Arc length is given by theta divided by 360 times 2 pi r. This is the formula we use when the angle has given in terms of degree. Okay. And arc length is differently we write when the angle is given in terms of radian. So another formula when it is given in terms of radian will be, I can say arc length equal to radius times the theta when the angle is theta is in radian. There are two units to measure the angle. One is in degree and one is in radian. This is the condition when the theta is degree. So here we have to use this formula because they have mentioned it as 90 in degree. This is, they haven't given you the value, but this represents the 90 degree. This is where theta is called the central angle here. So theta is going to be 90 degree and they already given you the circumference as 36, meaning theta here it's going to be 90 and circumference that is 2 pi r together is equals to 36. You just need to substitute here. So in this formula, so it's going to be arc length is equals to what? 90 divided by 36, I mean 360 times 2 pi r together is 36. So what you are gonna get now? 36, like 0 and 0 cancel, 36 and 36 get cancelled. You are getting that arc length here it has 9. So we go with option A. Question number 10 is a square with a side 10 centimeter inscribed in a circle. Find the area of a circle. A shape has been inscribed within, it means it has drawn within that. So the square is the one whose length of all sides are equal. This is 10, this is 10, this is 10, and this is 10. Now question asking you find the area of a circle. If you refer to the formula, what is the formula for finding the area of a circle? Area of a circle is here, which is pi r square. I need to know the radius of the circle. So how do we get it? This will be the center of the circle, and if you draw a line from this corner to this corner, this will be representing diagonal of a square. Diagonal of a square is same as diameter of a circle now. Diameter of circle, because it is the same length. The diameter is the line which is passing through the center and touching the circle at the 2 points. So this is the diameter. Then I need to first find the diameter of that. Again, you can take help of Pythagorean rule because it is making a right angle triangle now. 45, 45, 90-degree rule or Pythagorean. If I say D is the diameter, you can apply the Pythagorean rule in the same way. So in this case, I should say D square, square of the side opposite to the longest side, that is hypotenuse square, is equals to sum of the squares of the other two sides. So from this, D is equals to square root of 10 square plus 10 square. D is equals to 10 square root of 2. This is the diameter you get. But while finding the area of the circle, which is area of the circle is equals to pi r square, I need to get a diameter to radius. So how the diameter and the radius are related? This part is representing the radius, and which will be half of the diameter. So radius will be always half of the diameter. So in this case, 10 square root of 2 divided by 2, which gives us radius is going to be 5 square root of 2. So substitute that one in this formula. So area is equals to pi times 5 square root of 2 square. Then you're gonna get it as what it gonna be? 5 square, it's gonna be 25. Square root of 2 square is gonna be 2. 25 times 2, it's gonna be 50. The result should be 50 pi. So if it is a filling the blanks or option based question, what you gonna get it as? 50 pi square centimeter square. We can say with the units. These are the possible questions what you could expect on the plane geometry. I'll see you guys in the next video with the next chapter, that is on solid geometry. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. All the best. Thank you so much.